Yeah. Can you talk about how Bernie became involved with the Gang of Four?
I don't exactly know when that started, but it must have started, I'm just guessing, 74, 75, something like that, 4 or 5 years after, the invasion of Fort Lawton. And see, Bernie he had met a fellow by the name of Bob Santos, And Bob Santos, although he has Indian blood in his veins, kind of regarded himself as Filipino, But Bob Santos knew a lot of people down in Chinatown, International District. And somehow Bernie and Bob became friends, and Bernie had spent a lot of time down there drinking, in his favorite watering holes, had about 5 or 6 down there, and Bob would join him. Then somehow they met Roberto Maestas, who's head of the El Centro de la Raza. He's Mexican, Then a little later, they met Larry Gossett, who's black, I think Gossett at one time when he was young I think he was the next Black Panther, at one time. But anyway, the 4 of them got together and they'd meet many times down there and they'd discuss different things that they could do to help each other. And Bernie said, if we all stick together, we're minorities, but if we all stick together, we'll have more power when we're dealing with the city council and the mayor of Seattle. I think that they'll be more reluctant not to mess with us if we come in, representing huge communities. And so that was done, and they did. I think this is probably the first time, and maybe the only time, that such a thing ever happened in the United States, where leaders of 4 different ethnic groups stuck together and got things done. Maestas and Santos are very sharp, very intelligent people, And of course, Bernie, I think he benefited, from having that allegiance of these 3 guys, and they became known as the Gang of Four, and they got a lot of things done, to benefit all the different communities that they represented,